Yeah, what's going on, family? Bro, Crypto Cliff with the Diamond Group in the building right now. What's good, fellas?
Oh, what's up, man?
Oh, not much, man. So we jumping on here today to talk about the Great Reset. The Great Reset that's happening right now before our eyes. A lot of people are blinded to the fact that everything in our entire existence is getting ready to change in the financial markets. What's your thoughts on the Great Reset, brothers?
Well, for me, it's all new. Like I'm just learning about stuff. I see everything coming to a breaking point. But some of the stuff, I'm still a little novice on. So my feet just getting wet about world events and how it plays into the whole economy of America. But because I was tracking the stuff that's happening in with the banks, and then I started reading reports from the Diamond Group, and I started doing my own research. They crashing too, so I kind of understand what's going on, and but I'm not that versed into the actual intricacies of who the players are, and what it means on the back end for America.
No,
So,
absolutely.
yeah, so the Great Reset to me is still it's something new, but like when a guy talking about Nasara, I don't even know what that is.
Yeah, see, well, a lot of people don't understand about the Great Reset. Let's first break down what the Great Reset actually is. So the Great Reset is when our fiat currency system, the system that currently governs the entire existence of our financial system, is getting ready to retract all the way back down to nothing. And it's when we're getting ready to do the greatest transformation of human history, of financial human history. We're getting ready to convert from that fiat currency system into a system that's based in data, a system that's based in technology. This is what crypto comes into play. But the Great Reset is when our entire financial markets are getting ready to collapse. Everything is getting ready to collapse. So they can actually rebuild the infrastructure of our financial system again, but everything is going digital. So to further understand the financial system in the whole, or what's going on in the financial system in the whole, you got to talk about what banking systems actually do. So your bank is basically a catalyst between us and the financial system. It's like the third party between us and the financial system, right? So our dollar bills are worthless. Everybody knows this. It's basically an IOU. It's not backed by a physical asset. So we're getting ready to go back into a time to where if you're not using cross-border transactional currencies or cross-border transactional assets, you're losing money and you're going to be in a downfall. What's your thoughts on that, fellas?
I mean, I can see it. I understand it. I just don't. I'm not versed in it. I don't know about Rich and Dominique.
Yeah, Rich, Rich Dominic,
Yeah,
what you think about it?
I can tell you, man. I mean, it seems like it's a slow process, but I definitely see it's starting to trickle. You know what I mean? It's starting to really happen right before our eyes. Um, so it's one of those things, man, where you got to jump on it early and start positioning yourself because it definitely looks like it's coming.
Absolutely. And we see this with the banking systems collapsing everywhere. You know what I mean? That's the first indication. Because if the banking systems collapse, everything else collapse up under it. Steve, what's going on, bro? How you doing?
So, so Cliff, do you
Mhm.
think everything okay if the banks collapse? Does that mean we have a government shutdown?
Well, to answer that question, you have to look at the tiers of the way the system is actually set up, right? So the bottom level of the system is us, the people, the citizens of the United States, the citizens of the world. On top of the citizens is the government system. The government is put in place to actually, control the citizens, to keep us under wraps, control the citizens. Above the government system is the banking system, right? And above the banking system is the elite system. That's where the top billionaires and trillionaires and all those people live. The top elite, rich, royal families of the world live. So to answer that question, if the banking system collapse, it's going to automatically trickle down on us in the government system.
Right, but okay. Now that's what I don't follow.
Okay.
If the elitist money is gonna be defaulted, right? Because they got all their money in banks.
Hmm.
How they gonna retain it when everything collapsed? Like that means nobody got nothing. It's a scramble for control at that point.
Do they have their money in banks or do they have assets? See, what gives
Yeah, I don't.
people power is assets, not
Right,
money.
right. So, but again, if I'm just going off of let's take America,
Mhm.
all right, you got deeds, but you can't do nothing with them. Like you got your land, but then what? What
Mhm.
assets? You know what I'm saying? Like if you need to buy something else overseas, nobody ain't working because who you gonna work for? You gonna work for gold?
Yeah. So that's where cross-border transactions come into play, bro. That's why cryptocurrency is that next transformation of wealth because that's a cross-border asset. I don't have to be in America and just spend Bitcoin in America. I can spend Bitcoin in Europe. I can spend Bitcoin in Saudi Arabia. I can spend Bitcoin all over the world. Another cross-border asset that a lot of people don't talk about is silver and gold and precious metals. Those are
Hmm.
cross-border assets. If I needed to spend money, I could take my silver coins over to Saudi Arabia. I could take my silver coins over to Africa, and I can convert that over into whatever the currency is. So we're going into a system to which if you don't have cross-border assets, you're going to be lost.
Hmm.
Think
So,
about that. What?
all right. So you don't think it's collapsing this year? That's just more speculation. You think it's gonna be 3 years before we see an actual collapse?
Well, it's actually collapsing before our eyes. Now we've seen that with Silicon Valley Bank. The shares of that bank was worth $248 and 4 cents 30 days ago. Now it's
Oof.
worth 40 cents. That's the second largest bank in America in the U.S. So we're starting to see the collapse. We're starting to see countries pull together. Right now, I was looking at CNN and Fox News both earlier. Both had the same story. Right? They said right now what happened, something crazy, amazing happened. Iran and Saudi Arabia, two countries that are on two total different Islamic belief systems, joined together to enter the BRICS system. They literally said on CNN and Fox News. They got some static in there.
Well, I was about to say, what's that? That's Steve or Dominique?
That might be Steve. Man.
Gotta be Steve.
Yeah. So they just said on CNN and Fox News both that not if, but when China, Russia, Iran, Iraq, Saudi Arabia, the Emirates, basically the entire Middle East, and the African countries merge together under the BRICS system. When this happens, it will be the death of the United States dollar bill. Because what most people don't understand about the dollar bill is what gave the dollar bill its power was the connection we had with oil, the connection we had with the Middle East. That contract has been severed. Think about that. That contract has been completely severed. That's what made United States what the United States is today. That one contract.
So, all right, I get that part.
Okay.
But what you said just happened on CNN today.
That
Who
happened
merged?
today. I'm sorry.
Who merged together today?
So Iran and Saudi Arabia are two countries that have been at war for like hundreds of years. Hundreds of years. China went over there to Iran and Saudi Arabia, and China basically made a peace treaty between both of those countries so that they can join the BRICS system, and so that they can further tear down the United States dollar bill. These countries are merging together. Mexico just joined, just signed up, joins the BRICS system.
Right, but you said it was announced on what?
CNN and Fox News.
Bro, that's cold.
Think about that.
That's cold.
They say Iran just done that. Well, they tried to been doing that since June of 22, but I
And they
don't see
just
that.
did it a couple weeks. They just did it a couple days ago. People don't
Mm.
understand the way the monetary system works.
Okay,
People
they
don't
said what you need to know about Chinese.
think about that. So when people not looking into what's really going on in the world, they're too busy in TikTok. They're too busy on Facebook. They're too busy on Instagram, looking at people twerk, looking at people fight, looking at people do everything else in the world. Our entire financial system is collapsing before our eyes. How do y'all feel about that, brothers?
I
Seems
mean,
like it'll come back down to the border and trading system.
Exactly. And
sound
what is
like we're gonna be
crypto?
moving.
And what is crypto? Cross-border transactions, broader of the border system, moving one transaction from one person to the next. Is that not the original system of the world?
Oh yeah.
If I needed to send you Bitcoin right now, let's say, Rich, who's your favorite football team, bro? Please don't say the Dallas Cowboys.
Man, come on now. Oh man, no. I like Philly, man.
All right, cool. The Eagles. Let's say my Tampa Bay Buccaneers came up to the Eagles Nation, and y'all beat the hell out of us because that's probably what happened anyway. And man, you made a wager on that game. All I have to do is send you cryptocurrency. That crypto will leave my crypto wallet, go into the network. The network will then validate that it is actually a legit transaction. And the end result of that transaction is you will actually get your funds. You'll get your money. That transaction went directly from me to you. That is the power of cryptocurrency. That is the power of cross-border transactions. It does not matter whether I'm here and I'm in Iraq or you here in the United States. That transaction is still going to go through and process the same exact way. That is the power of cryptocurrency. So if all the financial banking systems of America fall, not just in America, all over the world, they fall. What do you think we're actually going in the very near future? We're going towards cross-border assets. Three assets that everybody should be having in their portfolio, point blank period. Crypto, gold, which is was precious metals in general, and land. Those are three avenues that store value. Think about it. If you buy land, now you have access to a particle of land that you own that you can sell for goods and services. If you have silver, crypto, you have silver, gold, you have access to a physical asset that you can sell for goods and services. If you have cryptocurrency, you have a digital asset that can move around the world that you can sell for goods and services. That's where we're going in the world. That makes sense to y'all?
Yeah, a lot of sense.
This is why I push crypto investing so hard. This is why I push precious metal investing so hard. This is why I push land ownership so hard. It's because that's an asset that you can have that will continue to grow regardless of what the market is doing. Think about this. Bitcoin is the most deflationary asset of all time. Think about it. Bitcoin started out at 8 cent. 8 cent 13 years ago. 8 cent. Today Bitcoin is $28,000. Name one other asset class that has grown as much as Bitcoin in the last 200 years. Don't worry, I'll wait. Name it. Can anybody tell me any asset class in the entire planet, legal or illegal, that has grown more than Bitcoin?
No, not really.
Think about that. Name me another asset class that has put more money in people's pocket that has grown more than Ethereum. Bitcoin has literally outworked the dollar bill. Bitcoin has outworked gold, oil. The necessities that we use on a day-to-day basis, Bitcoin has outworked those by thousands of percent. Name another asset. Let's see if we got somebody in the comment section. All right. But what do you guys think about the Great Reset? How do you think this is going to affect people around the world?
Sure, I think we behind. So we are behind on the data. Like I said, I'm mind blown about the development. So I can just see the other countries are educated, so they more vested in this stuff already.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
absolutely.
saying? Like I'm looking at what I did with freedom, but what if you've been on top of this? I think they're ahead of us, like in China or something.
They are. They are absolutely. China has not been using the physical wand for years. If you're in China, if you want to buy something with China, you buy it through your phone. They've been on the digital circuit for what, at least the last 5-6 years.
So what they digital currency is? Whatever crypto they want.
No, they use the yuan system, but everything is directly through their phone. Everything is digital assets. So their
So
people
paper not
have
even.
already go ahead.
So paper not in circulation over there.
Paper is not in circulation in China. Their people use their cell phones. Everything is digital.
So
Everything is digital in
they
China.
3 people encrypted. They
Yeah, so
they
it's an easy transition for them to just convert the people over to crypto. When I go to the Middle East, I'm not using crypto. I'm not using cash. I'm using crypto. This is something I did myself. This is not something that I know of somebody. I travel a lot. I'll be in Mexico next week.
So you're gonna buy everything in crypto over there?
I can buy everything in crypto overseas, in the Middle East. Not Mexico. Mexico is still, Mexico is still Mexico. But even with
Yeah.
Mexico being able to go into the BRIC system, if Mexico was to install into the BRIC system, if they sign a contract to join the BRIC system, Mexico is about to be a very, very developed country in a minute, because that's what the BRICS is all about.
So
Every
the IS-22 is everybody else, right?
That's everybody else. But a lot of those ISO countries could potentially go over to the BRICS. Think about that. Once people pick sides,
So
and
who
people like
Africa
to.
with?
Most of Africa is with the BRICS. This is an interesting thing about Africa, right? So African countries right now are kind of joining together because they're tired of the world dominance. They're tired of the Western world dominance over Africa. China owns a lot of land in Africa. So it's an easy transition for them to go over towards the BRIC system. A lot of those countries are joining the BRICS just to tear the United States dollar down.
Well, why Africa against the United States?
Because you got to think about this.
I thought Britain was the one that had they hands in Africa the most, not America.
Britain and America had their hands in Africa. But here's the thing. China reinvested their money into Africa. Where they had a stamp on Africa, they actually made the economy better. So they have more of an alliance to a lot of those African countries have more of an alliance to China. Right? So with that being said, Britain, America, other countries have been raping Africa for hundreds of years. These people they're tired of it. Point blank period. They're tired of it. So they would join up with another force just to take that knee off their neck, but to reapply another knee on their neck. To be honest,
Yeah, really.
a more beneficial knee, but a knee nevertheless. That's the brick. That's what's going on in the world. People don't even know that we're at World War III right now. We're in World War III right now. The financial war, the Great Reset, and everybody is still sitting stagnant. People would rather want this quick dopamine fix they get from the internet-based systems rather than going through a system and really, really looking at what the hell is really going on in the world. What's going to happen when you go to your banking system to pull money out your bank and they're going to tell you they can't do it? I better yet, what's going to happen when you pull up to the bank and there's a line around the corner because nobody can have access to what's in the bank? What's going to happen when your debit card stop working? You don't think it can happen to you? Ask the people that had accounts at Silicon Valley Bank. All right, fellas, you have anything y'all want to discuss about the topic?
Y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Hold on. I can't hear y'all.
Gotta pay your cell phone bill. He must got that fiat.
Yeah, it's a lot going on in the world, people. A lot going on in the world. I just want to jump on here real quick tonight, man. Kind of go live and kind of talk about this a little bit. It's been on my mind all day long ever since I heard what's going on CNN and Fox. I've always known about this. I've been telling people about this Great Reset for years, but now it's really, really starting to hit home. All right. So if y'all don't have anything else, fellas, I want to jump on here real quick and talk about this stuff, man. Y'all have anything else before we jump off?
Yeah, so Cliff, if we about to go to a system that well, I know if the banks once the banking crash, what you think America position gonna be as far as like you think? Because I saw the stuff that Florida doing with the digital currency and trying to block it, but it's almost a necessary evil. So I don't understand the Republicans' position talking about like using it as a median of saying it's gonna have government dominance by going to a digital currency. But then I'm also trying to understand the world currency side.
So let's start with the domestic currency. All right, domestic side first. See what a lot of people don't understand about the new world order or the new world reset is that we're going to a universal digital dollar. It's not just going to be a United States dollar. It's going to be a world dollar. So we're getting away from the whole okay, I'm over here and you're over there system. Everything is going to be universal. Um, Now, what would it do for states, cities? I mean, states, United States. I think it's going to be across the border, all over the world. To be honest with you, bro, this is not just a United States issue. This is a worldwide issue for anybody who's outside of a certain system.
Hmm. So I'm just wondering because like I'm thinking about my profession and how America deal with disasters, and it's following that same system of how they threw COVID on us. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I can see this progressing where they leave footprints in the sand, and then all of a sudden stuff just start shutting down, but it's gonna be way worse. I'm assuming because you know with COVID, that's different. That was like being around humans, but with money, people gonna react way different.
Yeah, it's going to be catastrophic.
So, but you think, I mean, according to your projection, you talking about 2 years. So that's why people are, storing guns, storing resources in bunkers and stuff.
Yeah,
That's stuff
absolutely.
that you prepared to do.
Oh yeah, I've been doing this for years. Now, I've talked to a lot of other gun lobbyists, like one in general I know who personally has over a million rounds saved.
Whew.
Yeah, a million rounds saved, and he's a part of a group that has clear over 200 million rounds saved in different ammunition classes, whether it's AR or mostly AR rounds, 40, um, 9 millimeter rounds. They have over 200 million rounds saved, and they also have land. They basically have a militia. There are plenty of people out here who are really, really stockpiling a lot of this. That's another asset that I really didn't want to mention on here, but guns and ammo is an asset that you should be putting
Hmm.
into your portfolio.
Right. So if you preparing like that, that's why remote areas, if you can get to it, you see what I'm saying? Like I know how people could be bunkering and stuff like that. If you stay in a neighborhood, you still
Yeah.
susceptible, to people. You
Yeah,
know what
so
I'm
think
saying?
about it. Think about it. You can have 20 weapons stockpile with 10,000 rounds, and you live in a neighborhood full of people. Somebody put a bullet in the back of your head. That's it's a waste of rounds. Somebody else got all your stuff. You
Right.
know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying? That's like what's the little thing? I forgot the little show that everybody was watching with the zombies.
You talking about the something dead, right?
Yeah, but it's basically like survival of the fittest, and they running from the zombies and collecting, resources. I mean, that's when you start getting to that. If you ain't got a team, you shot.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's why I'm like, black people, we gonna be the first ones out of there. Because we the only people that work in independent. In every other society, the Mexicans, the Asians, everybody else, they work in teams. Even a household of 10 is more than us. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have one person like me or you who to lead our family that's thinking ahead. We gonna have enough resources. We ain't gonna have enough for the whole family. So that's why I know as black people, we hurting.
Absolutely, absolutely. Because most of us are too busy doing other stuff, and that's not just black people. It's a lot of other people, but most of us are too busy doing other stuff. People don't realize we getting ready to go into a have-not situation. You're pretty much already in a have-not situation. Most people
I
just
was
don't
about to say,
realize how much they really don't have.
yep.
The average person thinks $2,000 is a lot of money.
How much?
They think
Two.
$2,000 to $5,000 is unobtainable. That's why people wait all year around for an income tax check.
Wait, you said how much though?
$2,000 to $5,000.
Oh, okay.
Think about that. The average person most people wait around all year long for an income tax check, not knowing that they ain't doing them but receiving the same damn money they put back into the system.
That's why I'm kind of like leery on, even if you have digital currency, I'm trying to see if they have a total reset, how that's gonna help us. I know we're gonna be able to trade and whatnot, but when a system shut down, I think it's gonna be whoever got natural resources. I don't think the digital resource is gonna be that until society open back up.
See, the digital resources is going to be even more helpful, to be honest with you, because of the cross borderness of it. So I can still trade overseas. I can still make trades across the country. I can still make trades everywhere. If you got physical gold and physical silver, you got to travel to a place to go make that transaction. Versus you having Bitcoin, now you can just send that transaction directly to that person. That's what that system is going to come into play. So it's going to be It's going to be the transaction of data moving back and forth. You got to remember, data is also an asset. It's going to be that's going to be moving back and forth. It's going to create value for that space, especially with certain premium cryptocurrencies.
So basically, in your scenario, we need to just hedge all bets, regardless, because you never
Yeah.
know what you're gonna need. That's the best way to prepare. Like one answer is not just digital. You need land. You need a little bit of everything to survive.
Absolutely, you need a little bit of everything to survive in these times, bro. A little bit of everything to survive. So what people need to start doing and really, really start preparing for, honestly, you need to start stockpiling up certain crypto assets. I can definitely help you with that. Another thing people need to really, really start doing is buying silver. I can also help you with that as well too. Next thing, land. It's going to be extremely important, especially like you were saying, land in rural areas. You want to be somewhere where your land is sitting and you can kind of stockpile up and you can hold your assets somewhere that's going to be safe and secure, far away from everybody else. But gold, silver, and crypto is going to be your best act. It's going to be your best assets right now. All right.
I ain't gonna lie, Cliff. People gonna have to really be responsible and plan for the future. Like I never thought in a million years I'd be having to worry about something that's gonna happen in 3 years from now. And so it's kind of like right now, it make me want to shut everything down and live frugal for a minute. But I ain't gonna lie, I can't think of that neither. I'm gonna just hedge my bets on both sides. That's why I'm trying to run it up.
Yeah, here's the thing. This is not a conspiracy theory. They literally have conferences. The World Forum. They had a whole conversation about this on the World Forum, where the top elite people of the entire planet got together and predicted this reset. And it's because they're going to make a, they're prone to make a lot of money in this reset. You got to think, just because the market is crashing, everything is going down, somebody's making money. The world elite are pushing to become the first world trillionaires. They will collapse the entire financial market to become the first world trillionaire because there are opportunities on both sides. There are opportunities in every single aspect, in every single area of the financial market, whether everything is up or everything is down. So, what you need to do is put yourself into a position to take advantage of that opportunity. And the opportunity is investing in crypto. The opportunity is investing in the silver and gold. The opportunity is stockpiling weapons. The opportunity is buying land.
Which we should already do anyway.
Absolutely. But most people don't. Most people rather buy some Jordans. Most people will rather buy sit out, not even buy. Most people just give up their time. That's the greatest asset that most people give up is their damn time. Think about it. You spend time watching Netflix and binge watching shows for what? Because it makes me happy. You ain't old happiness. You old survival. Most people give up their time. That's the greatest asset you have, and that's the one asset you give up too freely. If I'm watching TV and I haven't accomplished a certain goal for the week, I start feeling bad and cut that damn TV off. It's time to get back to work. If I'm
I'm
not,
just noticing. Y'all
that's
notice XRP went up 10%. Sorry to change the subject, but that's crazy.
yeah, XRP up 10% right now. I think it went up like 52 cents.
You think it's ever going back down?
It'll retract back down slightly. Yeah,
What's your definition of slightly? I can't let you use generic stuff with it.
somewhere in the 40s.
So I'm never gonna see a 36-cent XRP again.
Probably not. Just like I don't think we're gonna see another $20,000 Bitcoin.
So I missed my moment to be great.
Nah, I still got plenty of moments to be great.
Not the 16 that I was trying to get in at. But nah, so basically, well, I guess I know this off subject to what we're talking about, but do you think people should still buy XRP now?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, it's still low. It's cheap.
That's cheap, man. Look, when I be on a price point of 36 cents, 50 cents seem too high to me.
But that's because you're thinking as an investor because you got in at a certain price point. See, for the average person who never bought XRP before in their life, 50 cents is cheap, and especially it's really really cheap when you can almost predict that XRP is going to eventually be at $10 potentially this year.
Right.
So would you not buy XRP at 50%, knowing that you could potentially make $10 on XRP, trying to wait for 36 cents?
No, well, to tell you the truth, you know, I just bought 14,000 of them. So that's what I recently bought, and I was planning on going back. But now I'm trying to see if I still wait because I didn't know it went up 10%. So I think I'm scared to wait. But you said if it's gonna go back down to 40, I'll focus on something else for a minute.
Okay.
I had to just sneak in that XRP because like that's starting to come up on everything I go to, everybody talking about XRP right now.
Yeah, that's because XRP is going to be one of the dominant. It's probably going to be number 2. It's probably going to be the second dominant cryptocurrency on the planet.
So you think XRP gonna give Ethereum a run for his money?
I think XRP is going to take Ethereum in market cap.
So
Especially because XRP is going to be the cryptocurrency is going to be used to facilitate transactions around the world in every financial system.
right, but I thought the business side, that don't mean they have to use the actual coin.
Yeah, but they have to use the actual coin for the transactions. So it's still small fractionary transactions in XRP with every single transaction. Think about that. If the XRP is being used all over the entire globe, that's a lot of transactions happening all at one time.
Correct. So then, okay, so if everything happened in a perfect world for what you say, what you think XRP trade at its max?
I think at the max potential of XRP is $125 per XRP.
Well, then that still doesn't catch Ethereum. I thought because of Ethereum at 1,500 or whatever, it could go up to 25,000.
Yeah, that's because you're looking at Ethereum's price point, not the market cap of Ethereum.
Okay,
Just because the market cap, I mean, the price point is higher, doesn't mean that they have the same market cap.
Well, I don't know. Well, yeah, I gotta start studying to understand what market cap versus the price per coin. I thought that's was the goal, to find the next price per coin.
There are certain cryptocurrencies higher than Bitcoin. That doesn't mean they have the same market cap as Bitcoin.
What's that one?
It's this one I can't think of it off the top of my head, but this one is it's a low cap. I mean, it's a low cap coin. It definitely has very very low liquidity, but I think it's roughly around like $70,000 right now. I had to take a picture of it and send it to you.
No, I'm just asking the sort of dollar amount per coin that really don't matter.
Not really. It's all about market cap.
Okay. Well, that's something you gotta have a market cap discussion in so I can understand. So I guess I'm looking at this wrong. But all right, well, I'm gonna digress. I don't need to have a stock class, because I know that's what's gonna have to be explained on in the basis behind stocks.
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely. All right. Hey, brother Dominique, Steve, Rich, y'all have anything y'all want to talk about before we close out tonight?
No, I think we covered quite a bit. Oh well, I take that back. One thing I wanted to talk about is just crypto as far as the BRICS versus the ISO 222. I
Mhm.
mean, I know basically I'm trying to get the financial battle here is going to be between the two of those. And crypto is going to flow freely between both of those entities, or how's that really supposed to play out?
Yeah. So the brick system is more Bitcoin and XRP dominant. That's what they use most, Bitcoin and XRP. They also use other certain cryptocurrencies just for the staking purposes of them, and the transactional speed of those cryptocurrencies. A lot of the ISO coins will also be used on both systems. Like XRP is being used in the BRICS and on the ISO.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but
Okay.
it's all about the
Okay.
centralization. The way you have a healthy portfolio is to have a healthy portfolio in both. You want to have some centralized
Right.
cryptocurrencies and have your decentralized bag sit on the side where no one can see
Yeah, I want to make sure I'm playing both sides of the field. You know what I mean?
it. Absolutely,
Wait,
absolutely.
can y'all say that one more time? I caught it, but bring it home for me again. Like I heard y'all saying both sides of the field, but y'all lost me because y'all was talking a little quick for me. Well, say
Yeah.
that again.
So the ISO and the brick system both use XRP and XLM. Like for instance, right now, a lot of BRICS countries are using XLM to buy up land in the United States.
Okay, I
Yeah.
follow that.
With that being said, a lot of cryptocurrency will be used on both systems. So it's imperative for us to have a healthy portfolio of ISO coins and decentralized coins.
Oh, yeah, okay, I follow that.
Mhm.
Because both but you both gonna liquidate to each side also, right?
Yes, absolutely.
So where you gonna land in the middle at? That's when you still use it to buy more Bitcoin. Like
Yeah.
so, you
So
take profits, you transfer it to Bitcoin.
absolutely, but you keep your decentralized bag completely out of offline. Your bulk of your decentralized bag, you keep it completely offline, so you can use that coin for purposes of so the government can't see everything.
That's the atomic wallet, right?
Atomic wallet is one of them. Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm. All
Well,
right, fellas. Go ahead.
no. I follow that because I'm doing, I'm following your lead and I'm also doing that already.
Mhm.
So I just was trying to see how make sure that I was understanding the why, but I get it. So you want again make sure that you capitalizing over this war and keep feeding into it. So
Absolutely.
yeah. Oh, Cliff, I'm also need help transferring some stuff from Uphold.
All right, cool. No problem. We jump on a call tomorrow sometime.
Yeah. Other
All
than
right.
that, yeah, man, I appreciate it.
Hey, no problem, man. It's a good discussion. I definitely like to jump on here, man, and really discuss some of the issues that's going on in the world right now to make people aware that they really need to get on this shit and and really stop being BSing around. We here.
Yes, sir.
We here. I've been telling y'all this, telling people this for years. We're here. Let's get it. All right. Y'all fellas want to close out with any good words?
Yeah, man, y'all need to look into I know the federal government is the banking system about to collapse, but they still the biggest outsourcer in the nation. So I tell everybody start looking at federal contracting. It costs you nothing. All it takes is time to learn how to get government contracts. But it's just like crypto. You got to invest early and invest in yourself, and it's self-taught. But once you get the hang of it and get familiar with dealing with the government, like I tell everybody, go watch that movie War Dogs. You watch War Dogs, that's just how it is.
Mm.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Well, all right, fellas, let's go ahead and end everything up. Jump off this thing. So, hey, man, we're definitely gonna start doing more of these. Definitely gonna have more discussions like this. And we'll definitely add more diamond members into the discussion. All right. So, hey, I'll let y'all later on. Peace.
All right, peace.
All right.
Peace.